At the National Psoriasis Foundation, we are accelerating our commitment to curing psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis. This year, the foundation will spend more than ever before funding fellowships and research grants. The Dr. Mark Lebwohl Fellowship allows us to mark our profound commitment to curing this disease and at the same time to honor Dr. Lebwohl's leadership in the psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis community. Mark is a living legend in medical dermatology and a hero to many of us here. We expect that recipients of fellowships that bear Mark's name will build upon his successes in medical research and clinical practice.
I'm Dr. Joel Gelfand. I'm a dermatologist and epidemiologist at the University of Pennsylvania.
My name is Nehal Mehta, and I'm a preventive cardiologist at the University of Pennsylvania.
I'm Abby Van Voorhees. I'm an associate professor here at the University of Pennsylvania in the Department of Dermatology, and I'm also on the medical board of the National Psoriasis Foundation.
Psoriasis is a common disease affecting over 7 million Americans. It's thought to be a disease of the immune system. Immune cells go through the body's bloodstream, land in the skin, and make it red, scaly, and flaky.
The long-term negative consequences of patients living with psoriasis is that they have a shorter lifespan compared to those patients without psoriasis.
Psoriasis is treated with several different strategies. Sometimes we use ultraviolet light to treat psoriasis. Other times we use systemic medications.
So our research over the last several years is focused on understanding in a large population of patients, tens of thousands of people with psoriasis, how having the disease affects their risk of having a heart attack, stroke, even premature mortality. And the next phase of our research is really understanding if treating the disease will actually lower the risk of these systemic complications.
Cardiovascular risk in psoriasis is an important feature that one who is taking care of psoriasis patients must pay attention to. One of the treatments that we really do stress in our practice of cardiovascular care for patients with psoriasis is a multidisciplinary approach which involves dietitians to help with diet and lifestyle, a nurse who is dedicated to preventive cardiology, as well as education and counseling with myself to understand how a healthy lifestyle can be beneficial to cardiovascular outcomes in psoriasis.
We as physicians and patients alike all want a cure for psoriasis. But unfortunately, doing research is extraordinarily expensive.
In searching for a cure, what we are able to do is uncover problems with the disease that it's associated with, such as high blood pressure, such as abnormal cholesterol. And because of that, we can screen and treat those diseases better, thereby prolonging the quality of life as well as the quantity of life long term.
Being able to get funding either from government bodies like the National Institute of Health or foundations like the Psoriasis Foundation is pivotal.
Doc, watch this. It's for you. All day. Okay. Thanks.
Dr. Lebwohl is a pioneering advocate and researcher for patients with psoriasis.
He's certainly been very important to my career. He's encouraged my involvement in the psoriasis community as well as on the National Psoriasis Medical Board.
I went to Harvard Medical School and I took time off to do research in dermatology to understand the field a little better. And Mark was at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York at the time and was one of the few people willing to let me as a medical student get involved in clinical research.
Mark Lebwohl is the mentor of mentors. He certainly has been a mentor to me, and I think probably most every physician who's a dermatologist in the United States might say the same thing. He is really an inspiration to us all because he is wise and knows how to get people to work collaboratively.
Thanks, Doc.
One of the things that I love about Mark, and actually one of the reasons I actually look forward to going to the appointments with my daughter, is that he surrounds himself with a team of young doctors, interns, residents, medical students who are phenomenal.
It's like getting in to see the Pope, except that by the time the Pope wakes up and puts on his ruby slippers, Dr. Lebwohl has already seen about 25 patients. So your first time seeing him, you got to get in there on the early morning shift, which means rising well before the sun comes up, and trekking over to Mount Sinai.
Carol and I are delighted to try to be helpful tonight, and we're delighted that so many people are here. Psoriasis is very personal to us. Two of our daughters, unfortunately, have been stricken with the disease. One in a mild way, which is uncomfortable and has some social impact for her. But the other daughter's got a much more severe case, and that has been very debilitating socially, as well as it's affected her ability to work, and that means a lot to us. So anything we can do to try to be helpful, we will do that.
Dr. Lebwohl has devoted countless hours working to improve the lives of his patients and their families, and we hope through this fellowship to create a legacy of inspired research worthy of Mark's name. Please join us in our commitment.
My commitment is for my mother, my brother, my daughters, and anyone else out there that needs a cure for psoriasis.
I commit for my friends.
I commit to stopping heart attacks in psoriasis patients.
I commit for lowering the burden of this disease and the suffering of psoriasis across the United States and throughout the world.
I commit for my patients with psoriasis.
I commit for my daughters.
I commit for ME. Thank you, DOC.
I commit for me.
We commit for everyone. Thank you, Dr. Lebwohl.
For all the work you do, we really thank you.
I look forward to the day that we find a cure and can shut our doors.
Congratulations, Doc.
Thank you, Dr. Lebwohl.
Way to go, Mark. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Lebwohl, and thanks again for that little card that takes care of the copay on that pill I have to take.
Congratulations, Dr. Lebwohl. Thank you.
Congratulations, Doc.
Thank you, Mark.
Congratulations, Mark.
Hi, Doc. Congratulations on your prestigious honor. And from one legend to another, keep up the good work.
Doc, it's for you.
Mark Lebwohl, he makes all of us really want to give our best, because he does. He's made the psoriasis community much richer, dermatology much richer, and he certainly made patients much richer as a consequence of his efforts.